we have a major problem right now. Negative cash flow and a negative balance. That's a big whoopsie. You don't want to have that be a thing. So we're gonna need to borrow more money just so that we can continue to pay that on the hourly. But for whatever reason, we are hemorrhaging cash now. So let's take a look and see what's costing us. And our major expenses are, I think, just wages right now. Yeah, major expenses are mostly wages. They're almost always going to be wages. But what is the reason why we didn't overcome that this time, but we did last time? I imagine it has something to do. This is yesterday, though. Exports was only 225 or 255 yesterday. Okay, tell you what. It's a little bit risky, but why don't we... Yeah, we have 12 prisoners right now. And actually, we have 2 that qualify to transfer to minimum security. You see that? But I think we're going to take a couple more. We're going to go... Let's go to 14. It's only 2 extra ones, but it's going to give us a little bit of extra cash. And then I might need to consider firing some of these workmen. They're not really doing a whole lot right now. So I'm going to sack a few of them. I think that will help, man. I'm just kind of indiscriminately picking some people to sack here. We're going to try our best there in that sense to make sure we can keep that positive. Now, this is just the total for that day. And I would like to see our financial situation change here. Now, we can also control what we pay prisoners, too. So there's 100%, there's a baseline that you pay prisoners, and you pay prisoners way less than you pay your staff, right? So if you can get prison labor, that's going to be very helpful as well, which is why I think it's good to set some prisoners, now staff only, set some prisoners on laundry, as well as getting some prisoners in the shop. And that way they can earn some money doing some stuff that matters. Now, this replaces my janitors. That's fun. That's going to help my budget. This doesn't help my budget at all. But what it does... Okay, I should rephrase that. This doesn't lower my costs at all. What this does is raise my revenue, right? And so this will help my budget as well. I can pay my prisoners, you know, pennies on the dollar compared to my other staff. All right, I'm going to fire a few of these guards because I think I have just a lot. I don't need this many. I have actually more guards than prisoners right now. So I kind of got a little carried away there. So I'm going to go ahead and fire a few of those guys too. And that will dramatically help my budget. So we're going to be back to positive territory now, finally. That's great. We're still in debt, still paying that off. So we're going to work on that. But my long-term investment comes in 56 hours. That'll be nice. And then we're also 70 hours into the eco-friendly thing. Again, like the passive ones probably weren't where I should have went on that, but it is what it is. The governmental security ratings, though, that's what we were working towards before. And so if I can get that done, then I'm in good shape. So let's finish that so that I can get a new one and also get that $15,000 completion bonus. So for this, I need to assign 2 dog handlers to dog patrol and 2 armed guards to a patrol. Both, that's it. But you have to have those 2 things before you can do it. So armory is done. That allows me to get the armed guards. And I already have dogs approval. So these are done now. And, you know, I paid for them as part of this whole thing. So what I need to do now is build those. I'm going to take the loan. Let's go to, yeah, about this much is fine. And then we want to get a place for dogs and stuff too. So why don't we take a look at where dogs should be hanging out? The main places they're going to be patrolling are the canteen, the perimeter around the yard area, and also the perimeter around all the cells. So I think at the moment, the best place for them to hang out might actually be right here. So they can get in there a little bit faster, get around the patrols, try to sniff out the tunnels and things like that. So we could look at that for them. This is always going to end up, this was going to be a workshop always, but it may end up not being such a big workshop now. Everything changes, you know. You have a certain plan in mind, and then things change as you go. Like the security office being here instead, that kind of thing. It kind of changes things a little bit. So why don't I stick? I mean, I want them to be kind of centrally located too. I'm probably gonna have to have several different kennels. I think that's kind of where it goes. You need to have like several different ones. So we're gonna stick one of them off the back side of this. Remember, all this is moving anyway, right? So we're gonna stick one of them, I think, off the back side of this. And why don't we go ahead and have that be like here? And let's just have it share the wall too. Why not? Let's just go like this. We'll go like this for our dog kennel at the moment. I like that. Then we'll go for doors, and let's have staff doors here. We're gonna want to, I think it was on this side, right? Yeah, it was in line with this to there and then to here. So we'll have a staff door there, and that'll let them into the area for now, right? And then we'll end up having a staff door here, but I think actually because this is a more exterior door to the outside of the prison, why don't we lock this down with something just a bit more secure, because it's right here next to the cell block, right? So why don't we use a solitary door here, a big old solitary door here. And this is where the dog kennel will go. Obviously, when this is all done and everything's built out, you can see how the plans are going to work. So it's not going to be, you know, sort of sticking in the middle of nowhere for the whole time or anything. And I kind of want to move these solar panels out here by the road so they're not in the way here. So I'm going to take a quick look at utilities. I can move them without disrupting the power flow. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to put the solar panels, I think, right alongside the road, I think is the best place for these. So we're just going to kind of go like this and place them out like this. Okay. And then utility-wise, it's a real simple hookup. You just kind of do that. And all of them should connect to each other because they're all bordering each other. Oh, it did disconnect this. Damn. Put that back in and make that a priority, please. Oh, man, all of these got disconnected. Shoot. All right, well, it's okay. We're on battery, kind of, yeah. Somewhat on battery, sure. There we go. And if we can just get them reconnected, there we go. Okay, that's fine. Now everything's back to normal. It's all connected again. Yada, yada, yada. Cool. 9,900. Doors. Real quick, let me see the road gates. So I want a road gate here, but the road gates are really disruptive until you get door servos. So I think I'm going to wait a little bit there on that. And then this is where our dogs are going to go. And then the armory was actually going to be a part of security. But I think the armory actually needs to has a minimum size. It's probably bigger than I wanted it to be. So this needs to be... No, it doesn't have a minimum size. Fantastic. Okay. So we're going to make this, I think this little room right here is what I wanted. Maybe like right there. That's kind of it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is 3 wide. So 1, 2, 3. So this has to be the wall. Yeah, and then this is 1, 2, 3 as well. So yeah, okay, this will be where it is. So we'll have this little tiny room is going to be the armory. Okay. So we'll take and put in a big old secure door here, solitary door here. Okay. And then inside this armory, we're going to want to have a weapon rack. Weapon rack, yeah. It needs to be in there because it's required. So we'll put the weapon rack like that. And then there needs to be a table in here, I believe, is another requirement for this. I mean, I can just hover it, but I'm going by memory here. So a table, yep. So we can do a small table as well. It doesn't have to be big. So a little table. You know what? Tell you what. Let's put the table here. Yeah. And then we already bought the weapon rack, so it'll come back. It's fine. We should have one already in storage. Let's let the game run a little bit. We should have one in storage in a second, unless it didn't order it. But yeah, it did. Okay, so it's right there. Whoops. What are you doing here? Weapon rack right here. Yep. So let's. I'm changing my mind. Just because of the way it looks. I'm going to change my mind and put it here. And then I want guard lockers. Yeah, guard lockers. So we'll go with... I mean, you just need one. I'm not going to have very many armed guards. So you kind of just need one. So I have room for 3 here pretty easily. So I guess we'll just put one in the back corner. Yeah, that's good. And then everybody wants out now. Get out. All right. Okay, good. Yep. And then Need people to be able to open these doors. Remote doors is going to be very nice to have. We'll probably have that going pretty soon. We're at 8,000 left. And then you don't have a cell. Is it because you... What did you do? Why don't you have a cell? What's wrong with you? Link to helipads? No, come on now. Who is this guy? Sweet Panda, 19. But why don't you have a cell? I'm confused. 97%. No way. No frickin' way, dude. Are you who I think you are? You have no reputation, but 97%. Okay, he's not a gang leader. I thought maybe we had our first gang leader already. I'm like, you kidding me right now? 19% panda. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. I don't have the intelligence for it at all. I need to get confidential informants. You know, I don't have that. I do have some information, just not enough. Need a lot more than that. So, yeah, I'm not sure why he doesn't have a cell. I guess it's, you know, it's still doing that thing. And this guy's unstable because he hasn't had enough care in a long, long time. He needs to go. He needs to go. He needs to get out of my prison is what he needs to do. How long until you can get... Can you? 50%. Ugh. Can I just let him out? This drug addiction thing is gonna happen though, man. We gotta do better on this guy. With $8,000, I'm gonna grab orderly and body armor. And maybe some farming. Farming would help our budget. We could make money with farming. It's just takes a bit, and you have to, unless you have a lot of prisoners working it, which I don't have a lot of prisoners yet, but if you have a lot of prisoners working it, then good to go. You can make some good money with that. All right, all that stuff is installed now, so we have this, which means I can hire what I need to hire for that grant now. So I have $6,000 and I need 2 dog patrols. So dog handlers, 500 a day. Is that what that said? No. Okay. 150 a day. Great. 1, 2. Now, are they different dogs? They are. Look at that. Oh, they look different. Oh, yeah. Cool. I have 3 dogs. Now I need to hire, get them on a patrol. And then I also now need 2 armed guards. I only have... Right, I only have 1 locker. Well, that's why I need another locker. So another guard locker there. Is that sprite going to be not lined up? That'd be really depressing if that's the case. But then I'm going to have to deploy them too. So I need to hire the staff anyway. This is $1,500. I have just enough to do this. It's kind of crazy how close this budget is right now. So 1 armed guard. And then let's get the dog patrol routes. So patrols... Let's do the pink ones. Right now, I think the best route for you is just kind of here. Just to see if anybody's doing tunneling. I mean, it's kind of the best route for at least one of these dogs. And then the second one, I think I can just put you... I can put you right here, I suppose. Just to kind of go through this area while they're, you know, while they're walking past you and everything. So we'll assign that to dog handlers. And then that gives one... You know, you get 1 dog handler that's taking a break. So I got 3 dogs there. And then the dogs need taken care of too, by the way. So we need to come over here to the rooms. Let's have this be, this is the kennel, K-E, kennel. Yeah, so kennel right here. And then in the kennel, I need dog bowls for them to be able to eat. We'll just have them be, I guess, in the corners, I guess, here. 1 here, 1 here. It's fine. And then I need crates for them to, you know, also exist. And I don't remember which way is forward for these things. Shoot. I want to say it's this way. Let's do that. 3 kennels for them there. And we have the dog crates in there. So that'll take care of that. Plus power. We need power out that way too. So run that up there that far. All right, then. So next is for programs, which we can't really afford at the moment, but I want to give them that spiritual guidance that they want, and I can't afford it. So as soon as this is completed, I can pay down the loan. I think I have $16,000 in debt now. Shit. Maybe I can't pay down the loan right away. There's that. Yep. So the long-term investment will pay me. That'll be good. And then the eco-friendly will pay me too. So we're all right there. Let's get one more of the armed guards. Okay, now I need them on a patrol route. And then I'm going to fire them because I don't want to have them on my staff. So I'm just going to assign the armed guards here and here. Done. Okay, now I can get rid of that, and I can fire them. So we'll look at staff, armed guards. Goodbye, goodbye. I don't need them on my staff. Okay, so that takes care of that. I'm at 30 grand. Let's pay down that loan. I don't need it anymore. 14,000 and no debt. Fantastic. Max sec infrastructure implementation. I think I might be able to have all of this already. I already have the CCTV monitor. I already have the cameras throughout the prison. Increase the size of my security force. I'm not sure what that means. We'll have to see. And then the body armor through bureaucracy and tasers. That's just unlocking stuff, which is pretty easy. So we'll do that first. That gives me the advance. And we've actually completed those two. Yep. So we have to unlock tasers. We're already almost done with the security force requirements here. So we just need to hire more guards now, it looks like. So 1, 2, 3. That's done. So 3 extra guards takes care of that advance. And then body armor will get unlocked, and then tasers will get unlocked immediately after that. Okay, and then we need the taser certification program stuff to happen as well. Gang member. And you are just... Yep, you're just upgraded now. Good for you. 2%. Dude, you were ready to go. Come on. You were ready to take off. You're almost up for parole. Don't ruin this, Mr. Scott Henderson. Don't ruin this for yourself, my man. Like, this is... You're almost there, right? You can go out into the world pretty quickly, man. Cleaning cupboard. Have that one be a cleaning cupboard. That's good. Then we need to assign people to work there. Assign prisoners to work there. 3 people can be in cleaning cupboards. And now I have a less need for janitorial. I can get rid of some of my janitors. I don't need as many of them anymore. That's good. Okay, so it's going fairly smoothly so far. We obviously have a few things we need to work on yet. But, you know, tasers are going to start getting done, and then we're going to get that big lump of money. I'm going to start to... Oh, yes, this is what I'm talking about right here. So now we're getting body armor, right? Research body armor is done, and so now all these guards are going to come into this room here, and they're going to grab their own body armor. And that charges me for every single one of them. But my guards are a lot better protected now. They can feel better about themselves, and they're less likely to die. Okay, it's always great to be less likely to die. Now, they all get body armor automatically by tagging up in that room, and I have to pay for it, of course. But the tasers, they're going to get them from there too, but they have to pass a program in order to use them. So we're going to want to look at starting to train people a little bit better. And also, if we take a quick look at... I have a heat wave coming through here now too. Heat wave is counter to what I'm trying to do here. I got a radiator here and a radiator here, and I'm going to get them hooked up to the hot water. But I wanted to show for the hot water system. Let's get this guard in here so I can see what I'm looking at here. Okay, so for the hot water system, I got the boiler sitting right here. And what I'm going to need to do is I need the hot water pipe to go from here, and it's going to come up from here and then all the way through this. Okay, so I'm just going to have this kind of come down to about there. Okay, then I want a pipe valve installed here. What I can do is I can, and it doesn't matter that it's getting close to this power station because like I'm not going to use all these capacitors anyway. Like we're not even using this. We're all green energy, right? What I can do is I can have all this installed and ready to go, but just so they don't bake in this room, right? I don't want them to bake, so I can then go in and shut the valve off when I don't want these radiators on. And that is going to allow me to, oh boy. Oh boy. Let's prioritize this stuff, please. Yep. Can we get in there? They're going to want out of their cells. They're trapped. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna get that taken care of. The next thing I want to do is for grants. We're gonna start getting these very, very soon here. I want to get more green energy goals. I want to keep progressing the green energy goals, right? Because these are very good. And the goal we're on now requires more than just exports. It requires us to have inmates pass the solar panel development program. That takes place in a workshop. Then, goal 7 requires us to purchase a certain amount of each thing, and then we can negate the negative effects of these things. So it's just allowing us to produce more power cheaper and more consistently, okay? So that's what we're going to be working on too, until I start having all these batteries full, which would be really nice to be able to see. Okay, so once they're done with this valve, the valve is in, now I can switch it off. The valve should be off, which means no power will go to the radiators, but the pipes for the radiators should be getting installed. They did not install it here. Why not? Wait, why didn't you install that there? Install that pipe. Yeah. Maybe you just couldn't access it for the sake of getting in that cell, maybe. Yeah. And then, of course, all these guys need hot showers as well, right? They all want a hot shower too. So if it's really hot, then they also won't get hot showers, which I think that's fine. All right. If it's a really hot day, what do you want a hot shower for anyway, right? That's how I see it. So we're going to go ahead and do this, but we will turn it on in the summer. We will allow the hot water in the summer because it's going to give them hot water. But if it's a heat wave, we want to shut that off. Okay. All right. 27 grand. And as soon as this research completes, we're going to have another 20 grand. So I think maybe now is a decent time to start looking at expanding our cells. So I'm going to come all the way out, and I think I'm going to go I'll come out and do this. Yeah, we're going to go all the way to here at least. And then that little bit right there too. All right. So expanding our cell block a little bit. And then also be a good idea, I think, to maybe get this part done too. So we can have this part made as well out to, let's say, this far. Okay. I probably want to come all the way down, really. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, we just won't use this cell yet. This wall will eventually go away, so it's okay. It's just a little bit weird there. But what I need to do is I need to actually start looking at, getting criminally insane set up now, because I have somebody there, and I'm going to have to hire an orderly and all that now too. So actually what we'll do is we'll hire one orderly, maybe 2 orderlies, because they're going to take breaks and stuff too. And then the road is bad again. What is going on with this road? Are you kidding me right now? $500 every time this road needs to be fixed. That's insane. So often, way too often. It's not even like, if it was winter time and then summer and then winter, like, you should have to fix this like once every other season or once every other year, not 3 times per summer. That's wild. Way too frequent there. And this is with random events off. Okay. It's just annoying. There's just certain things that are a little annoying sometimes. Potential CI. I like it. Let's recruit you. You're going to be here for a little bit longer. 56%. Okay. You're going to actually, looks like you have a really good chance of passing your drug addiction thing. So I like that. Yeah, I like that. I'd like to recruit you to be my CI, but here it is. I thought it was in the character sheet for some reason. It's experience. It's right there. Yeah. So we'll get him. Let's get him recruited, Archibald, and you can tell me all sorts of things about these guys. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so you can see that the hot water is not running to these things, and that's because this valve is off. So if I switch the valve on now we can see hot water is running to there. But this is still a heat wave, so you really don't want that right now. So I'm switching it off, but I just wanted to make sure that works. So I can cut the power, or I can cut hot water to that area whenever I want. This is great. All right, I'm trying to figure out why they're not coming to get him. Why are you not coming to get him, guys? Come on. Yeah, and we have, so I'm looking at the grants, and I'm seeing one that's interesting I've never seen before. its tracker pilot scheme. I've obviously seen it before. I've read it before, but I haven't actually used it. There's a lot of requirements for this. There's a lot of objectives for this, but there's also pretty good money. It says a large technology company is piloting a new prisoner well-being device. Well-being being in quotes. They offering a grant to any prisons willing to stress test the equipment and share the data gathered. We need to build an infirmary. Did it. Hire a doctor. Did it. Install a medical box in the infirmary. Install a health monitor in the infirmary. Build a security room. Did it. Install and connect a tracking monitor in the security room. Place routers to increase prisoner tracking range and assign tracking belts to 3 prisoners by the intelligence and tracking menu. Very strange. Want to do it. Will do it now. So that's a pretty good grant. Let's take a look at what that's involved. First thing, we need to build things inside the infirmary, it said. There's some space right here for some stuff. So let's see what this is. This is the first aid station, router, medical box, health monitor. That was something. So health monitor can go there. Medical box, I believe is what it was. So this is for the tracker. So we'll put that, let's put that right over. Sure which way is forward or not. I think it's this way. We'll just put it right there. Okay. So we got the box. We got the health monitor thing. Okay. Next it says install and connect a tracking monitor in the security room. So, security room. We need a tracking monitor. So that is going to be down here, I thought. Tracking monitor. That's a very large thing to have. Okay, we'll put it over there, I guess. Sure. Tracking the health of our people, right? That's what we're doing. All about the health of our prisoners is what this is. Place routers to increase prisoner tracking range. Okay, routers. So we'll just type router. Now, how does this work? Oh, us. Okay. I'll put it right next to the... Right? That's how I would do it, right? Just put it right next to the... maybe slightly over more. So we can maybe tag up a little bit inside that shop too by doing it this way. We'll put one right there, I guess. A little router right there, I guess, on the wall. We can go ahead and put one on this wall here. We can get a little bit of the yard involved as well there, and most of the canteen. So we'll do that. And then, yeah, we definitely want to monitor people inside all of this area too. So we'll put one like over here too. That covers most of the yard now. We have pretty much all the yard covered at this point. So that's nice. Right up next to the door. All right. So that increases our range of tracking quite a bit, You're not going to keep it away from the staff. I'm not sure what kind of, these radio waves, I'm telling you, they can cause cancer. Sorry, kid. I couldn't say that with a straight face. I'm sorry. Put that right there. Is there any need to hook them up directly to power, I wonder? The tracking station will probably need that power. So we can bring that over there. I'm not sure if it'll need it, but we'll bring it over there anyway. It's fine. And then if not, we can, I need another CCTV monitor eventually anyway here. So I was going to put that right here. This is very small. We definitely want to move this security office. It's not going to be the final place for the security office, or at least not the one we're using for monitoring. Maybe this can be a security office, at least for keeping people around. It was supposed to be a guard tower, and I think I am going to eventually tear this down because it was supposed to be a big guard tower area with like patrols and stuff so that they could monitor with snipers the whole yard. Basically, you're not suppressed, so you can pass your programs all around the perimeter here. But when you go to the yard and you're all kind of together, massive suppression happening is what it was supposed to be. Very suppressed, and then you go back to your cells, you go eat, and then you start your programs after yard time. I was basically going to make it to where you start the day in yard time, you eat, you have yard time. Maybe like yard time at the end of the day might make more sense then, because I'm going to give you a lot of suppression and then sleep it off. Okay, it says the final part of this. Oh, man, you're like red, dude. You're super red. Oh, you're overheating. Well, it's very hot outside. 20 degrees Celsius. Oh, my God. Like, seriously. It's burning up. Obviously not burning up at 20C. The last step of this is to assign tracking belts to prisoners via intelligence tracking menu. So intelligence, tracking menu, and then I just have to pick somebody. I guess. We'll pick the protective custody guy. Send prisoner to infirmary to equip tracking belt. Yes. That way, if he dies, I can track it. Henderson's likely to get into some fights. We can track him. And Petit, we can track you too. There. Health tracking for 3 prisoners. You've all been assigned. I don't know whether you're going to get it or not, but you've all been assigned it. There you go. Henderson's got one on. What is this? What is this? Is this a Future Tech thing? Is that what this is? The Future Tech DLC? I mean, I've got them all done, but I've never done anything with Future Tech, I guess. This guy is just having the worst day of his life. Because he's just, I don't have a place for you. You're criminally insane. I don't have a place for you. I need you to just leave. Your grading's 19% right now. You know, I mean, if you leave, can I assign a guard to you? Assign guard. Prisoner cannot be assigned a guard currently. Please try again later. They either have just arrived, are shackled, or in lockdown. Okay, I can fix that. There. Now can I assign a guard to you? I want to assign you an orderly. Oh, come on. Don't do it right away. Don't act up right away. All right, you're forgiven. I forgive you. Now assign. Take the shackles off of him. Okay. Now, can I assign you a guard now? Do you wish to assign a guard? Yes, but I want it to be an orderly. So can that happen? Oh, you're just going to be stationed with him all the time. Oh my God. You're just going to suppress him all the time. I mean, that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. So you're just going to follow him around. And you know what? I really don't want you to be suppressed. I want you to be calm. So this is actually not what I want to do for you. I want you to be in there and calm down in your padded cell with your padded flooring. Where's the padded flooring? And put the padded flooring in here too. That'll really calm him down. Like, I have a bunch of workers in there now to install padded flooring in there. And then I'm going to put him on like a 24-hour lockdown. I think I'm going to put you on a 24 lockdown. Give this guy a padded floor. There we go. Nice, relaxing. Very good. Calm down. All your comfort needs. Very good. Okay, good. Outside. Yes, outside suppressed. In our outdoor solitary cells. Very nice. Okay, what's going on here? Inactive. Guard required to operate. Too many guards on break and stuff, yeah? Fine, we'll get a couple more. I can't really afford more, but I'll get a couple more. And then it's, I guess, 73 grand. It's just our cash flow's bad, right? So what else can we do here? Advanced protection, train 20 guards, and disarming certification. I love this. I love this. This is so good. If I could do it. And I need education most likely to do this. I have education. Okay. Let's do... We can start training our guards to hold tasers too. Would be nice. Let's go with taser rollout. And then we need classrooms. So classrooms originally were going to be around the outside of this. Like, this is supposed to be like a lot of different things around here. So I haven't really decided exactly which rooms go where, but let's say a classroom. If we were to do this, this needs to be at least a minimum of 5x5. So minimum of 5x5 makes this the minimum size for the room, yeah? 5x5 right here. That's our minimum. I think we go, you know, maybe 7x7. And we do 2 of them, 7x7. I think that's probably a better deal. Obviously, there are going to be some programs that you want to have more students than that in. So having different size classrooms is probably a good idea. But I think our starting classroom right now is just going to be here like this. We're going to put that there. And then I think it's probably time to start looking into making this whole thing indoors, or at least, at the very least, this part of it indoors. So we're going to put, let's say, down to about here. Maybe just to the fence line for now, right? And then maybe we can even move that over and make that even bigger. So let's make that indoors so we can start developing that just a little bit. And for now, we'll have this be a staff entry point there, so they can get in and start doing what they need to do. Okay. So we've done quite a bit in this video. There's obviously we don't have a whole lot of prisoners, and there are still prisoners who say they cannot be assigned to a cell, which is annoying me. We need to complete this part. They're almost done with it, right? They're just finishing touches, right, at some point in here, so they're going to finish that at some point. And once they do, then we've expanded. We'll have additional capacity for, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus another 15. All right. So, I mean, we go from having 16 capacity to having almost 50. And that's the next goal. Cell block B. Cell block B. Wow. Cell block B. Cell block B is 50 is the capacity. So that's where we're on about on this. And then we'll just keep going all over here until this whole thing is prisoners, and we have dog patrols on the outsides and stuff, and we'll start expanding. We probably won't need to make our canteen much bigger very soon, but I do want to get a workshop going because, like I said before, the energy goals, right? I want to start getting these, and you can't do that without a workshop. I need that. And then purchasing the solar panels and wind turbines will keep adding to our energy as well. But if we're filling up these batteries, which we're not, we can actually export a lot more power. So that's a good thing to keep buying them. We need 10 of each, basically, is what it says, right? 10 of each is cell block is energy goal 7, and that has the negative effects of weather. So, it's a really stormy day or something. We'll be good to go. So we need 10 of each of these things, and since we can export all of it, I see no reason why we shouldn't do that. So we can just go 1, 2, 3 down the line there. That's good. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. We'll have 10 solar panels now, and we'll get one more wind turbine. Maybe. Is that far enough away? They don't touch. They could touch though. How far away is this one? Oh, it's far enough away to fit a whole new one in there. Okay, so it's this far. But these ones aren't that far apart. Oh, they're not the same distance apart. You guys, what have I done? I'm gonna have to do something about that, aren't I? Probably what I'll do is I'll move this one closer. So it'll be kind of like this, I guess. They don't touch. They're fine. They don't touch. Right? I kind of need them to. They look like they may touch. I'm looking at the top row too to see it, and I don't see them actually crossing it at the same time every time, so it's fine. Just go like this. It's fine. Same distance apart for these ones. So we'll spend a good amount of money here just real quickly getting these things all connected and adding to our power situation. And we can also maybe get a little bit of redundancy here in case the lines go. We have cable protectors, and we're going to want to do too. So protecting the cables is good too. And in fact, I think I will do that here just to ensure. We'll put cable protectors in here because that's a very important line, just to ensure that the power supply doesn't get interrupted by something happening to these lines, right? And then I can also protect this line here too. So that's nice. Okay, so we'll expand that, and then yeah, you can see what we're on against. So lots of different stuff here. They have people who actually are praying now. They're getting their spirituality need met. We don't have anyone deployed in there, so we should have at least one deployed in there. It won't be enough, I don't think, to, suppress. I don't want enough guards in there to suppress, but, at least we can see in here all the time, and we can see what they're doing, and that's good. I mean, that's what the cameras were for, and eventually that will just rely only on the cameras, but for now, I think just having somebody over there is probably pretty good. Okay? And then with the extra power installed and running and stuff, and I'll reposition these, but with that extra power running, I would expect to see a lot more exported, because I think our maximum is like 5,000 now, right? Isn't our max 5,000? We're nowhere near that. So we could definitely make a lot more money doing this. It just takes a lot of expansion. Where is it? Right here. Yeah. I think our max is 5,000 now. Goal 5. Yeah, 5,000 units of power every day. So no matter how much of these we build, we'll be able to export it as long as we can hold it. And I have 6 batteries. so I can hold 5,000 power and still have a battery left over for the rest of the prison. Yeah. So as long as we're producing enough power, we can sell it. All right. That'll help our budget too. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.